you go. You see who's fucking working on this thing, because it definitely ain't Square Hat. Keeping it square. Did he ever fucking keep it square here at all, or was it just here fucking off, killing time? Pretty much left me in the fucking field on this one. Left field at that. This is the situation you have when you put trust in people and you're supposed to be like helping them out. Alright, you're helping them to help you. But in the end, who gets fucked? If there's a lot of people out there that know Dylan, he goes by 940, or is it 903? Yeah, 940. He goes by Clown Hat. He goes by Keeping It Straight, and just a bunch of different knickknacks, names, and figures of your fragment of your imagination. But anyway, Dylan is not with us anymore. I have let him work here, I believe, 5 times, and all 5 times he has let me down. And what the deal is he will work very, very hard. He's a very hard worker, but he only does it for a month or 2. And then he slacks off, and he basically doesn't want to do anything. He wants to come and go as he pleases. He wants to play on his phone. He's got to, take care of himself because he's got to make money. And when he's not working here, he's not making any money. He doesn't have any responsibility whatsoever. He's 21 years old. He actually has the opportunity to go in the United States Navy. He won't do it. He says, that's not my lifestyle. He also told me that the last job that he had before he came back to work here, he paid more money in taxes for that 1 year that he worked there than he made working here for 5 years. So that means that he was making $1 million a year or whatever he was making. And I asked him, why aren't you still there then? If you made so much money, why aren't you still over there working? And then he told me that if I can't guarantee him 40 hours a week at $18 an hour, he's not working here. Okay, first of all, for somebody to work at my shop for $18 an hour and guaranteed 40 fucking hours a week, you better come prepared with all your own fucking tools and all your fucking knowledge of how to use those tools, and you better not come over here wanting to borrow my fucking tools and want to expect to make $18 an hour out of my fucking toolbox when you don't even know how to use a fucking air tool, including a DA sander. You don't have any knowledge whatsoever how a fucking air file works or a Bondo buster. The only thing you know how to do is use a fucking hand block to finish out Bondo and primer. You don't even know how to use a fucking cheese grater on the Bondo, because when you do use it, you remove all of it and it doesn't work out properly. You can't even lay Bondo on a car properly, or after that, use a body hammer with the fucking dolly and actually straighten a dent out before you put Bondo on. You don't come to the shop expecting me to supply all the fucking sockets, all the air ratchets, all the fucking tools that you see here, all the fucking wrenches, and all the fucking metrics and standard and ratchet wrenches and everything else, and all the fucking pliers and vice grips and wire cutters, and oh, I'm sorry, you don't even know how to wire a car up or fix an electrical short properly. So the only answer I got for that is right there. Our little clown guy. That reminds me every fucking day that employees are only here for one fucking thing. And that is to get a paycheck on Friday. Every other day, they don't give a fuck because they come and go like they own the fucking place, just like Dylan did 5 fucking times. So if we look at this box right here, just the box, not the tool cart, that's mine. These are the tools that Dylan owns. He owns a d.i.y sander that doesn't work and wanted to know if I would rebuild it and fix it. He owns a spray gun that he claims is worth $1,000, which doesn't really spray that fucking good, but he claims it's the best spray gun on the market. And he brought some air ratchet over that don't even fucking work. And I'm sorry, here's a snap-on. Is that snap-on? That's a snap-on ratchet that needs to be replaced. 1/4 inch. And that is his tools right there. That he wants to make $18 an hour, guaranteed 40 hours a week. But on the other hand, he doesn't know how to take a job like this by himself and restore the car by himself from start to finish. When I hired Dylan back for the 5th fucking time, which was about 2.5 or 3 months ago, this was his pet peeve. This was his project. This was the only car that he was supposed to work on. I specifically told him, I do not want to start on this car because I'm afraid that you're going to fuck me around. He promised up and down, swore up and down that he would work on this. This is the only car that he would work on. This car has been sitting in this spot for 2 fucking months. Last week, we went ahead and we cut off the front end off the parts car. So me, myself, and I can go ahead and fix the damaged area on the car in question. Not Dylan, because Dylan doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Dylan, that doesn't have any fucking tools, and all he has is a spray gun that he claims is worth $1,500. Oh, speaking of spray gun, on the last job that he had that I was telling you about before he came back here to work, that he made more money in 1 year than I've ever paid him in 5 years, just paying in taxes. I forgot to say, that's his tax money that he paid. He was a painter. He painted used cars for a used car lot. That's what he did. He was a used car lot car painter and painted fenders and bumper covers and hoods. So yeah, $1 million fucking guy there. I let Dylan paint a few cars while he was here this time. Out of the 3 cars that he painted, 2 of them were fucked up and I had to redo them. But he wants $18 an hour, guaranteed 40 hours a week, and even more than that. He wants me to guarantee him that he's going to be taking $500 home a week. That's take-home pay. He wants $500 cash a week, or he's not going to work here. Well, let me tell you how it is, pal. You're exactly right. You aren't going to work here. And good luck finding another fucking job, because nobody in their right mind in the whole wide world would ever hire anybody for $18 a fucking hour that doesn't know how to do jack shit and definitely doesn't have his own fucking tools to do the job and do the job by himself without being babysat. It is now 10 o'clock at night at SWRC, Southwest Ride and Custom DIY Auto School, and I'm working by myself. And I will continue to work by myself until I close my shop for good. I would rather work till 10, 11 o'clock at night, 7 days a week, than pay somebody, that's right, pay them for me to babysit them. I don't know how many employees that I've had, but anybody that's been watching my videos for many years will see that every fucking employee that I have ever had here, I have had to babysit, and I pay them to do so. Nobody will work here ever again that I have to teach how to do it, and they get paid to go to a professional paint and body custom car building school. If there's anybody out there that thinks they're a professional and has all their own fucking tools and can do a job from start to finish by theirself and actually work, I want you to call my friend Pete. If there's anybody out there that wants to go to DIY Auto School and learn how to do what I do and have a one-on-one relationship and learn how to do everything that I teach my quote-unquote employees to do, call me up. We'll make arrangements for you to come out here and you can pay me to teach you how to do it. Because I'm not hiring anybody that doesn't have their own fucking tools and doesn't know how to do their head from their fucking asshole or their hands from their feet or knows what a round from a square is. It's over. As far as 940 keeping it straight is concerned, it's not straight anymore, bitch. So all I can say to Mr. fucking Moneybags, I'm making more money in 1 year than you paid me in the last 5 times that I worked for you in taxes. Good fucking luck. Don't ever call your employer up and demand what you want when you don't even have a pot to fucking piss in, bitch! Our buddy 940, Mr. Keep It Straight, went round on us.
What happened?
Okay, it's not straight anymore. You see that box right there?
Yep.
Not the toolbox, not the
I know
roll
what you're
around
talking
card.
about.
That
The
box.
polishing box. Yeah.
Look what's inside that box for me, please. What do you see?
I see tools.
What do you see?
Well, I see a spray gun.
You see a spray gun?
I see a
DA sander.
sander.
That doesn't work.
I see a ratchet.
I see a bunch of air ratchets in there that don't work. He thought Snap-on was going to replace those because they're Blue Point, which they won't. All right. And then, of course, I don't even. What's this here? Can you open that for us here?
Sure,
Okay, it says Snap-on on it.
Let me check it out.
Okay, it says Snap-on. Let's see
Must
what
be
it
some
is.
old broke tools that he got from somebody.
Okay,
little
he's
miniature
got a torque
torque
wrench.
wrench.
Oh, that's the torque wrench that he wants Snap-on to warranty. Yeah, okay. And probably going to put it on Craigslist and sell it. How much money would you pay somebody to come on the job with tools like that, that has very minimal experience, that can't start a job from start to finish all by himself and have a top quality job? How much money would you pay somebody to do that? That has to work out of your toolbox and use all your tools and has to be babysat. How much? What's the top dollar?
I don't know.
How much would you pay? Just throw a number out there.
To train somebody?
Yeah, okay, there you go, to train
Okay,
somebody.
to train somebody, maybe $12 an hour.
$12 an hour. You know what he told me yesterday? He put some demands on me. He said, I want 40 hours a week, and I want to be guaranteed $500 cash a week. And if you can't do that, then I'm not working for you. I let the cocksucker go. He's been here 5 fucking times, pulling the same shit over and over and over. He works good for a month, and then it's downhill from there, and it's all about me, me, me. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I want my paycheck on Friday. All right? And then, since he doesn't work full days, am I right? Let's see, the last 2 weeks he worked here, what did he work? 16 hours, 13 hours, 12 hours? He bitches me out about it. It's my fault. When I start at 8 o'clock in the morning and I get off at 7 or 8 at night, he can work full days. And I'm also paying him cash as a contract laborer. So he's liable for his own taxes. That means if he doesn't want to pay him, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Do you see what I'm saying?
You gotta pay for
I am
knowledge.
sick and tired of hiring these fucking guys, and I don't know how many I've hired here. You've seen them come and go, that have been working out of my toolbox. How many people have you seen here since you've known me have their own fucking tools?
0.
Exactly. I'm paying out good money for them to fuck up shit. Here's a good example. He dropped this. He dropped this fucking deck lid. I've already straightened it out and hammered and dullied it. It was hanging up in my paint booth. He took it down when I wasn't here, when we were at Cruising the Coast, to paint something of his own shit using my shop as his shop. He dropped the motherfucker, rolled the fucking corner over, and if you look right here, you can see where the fucking Bondo's cracked, where I had to weld it up and do minor body work, all right, I have to redo that. He lied to me and said I didn't do it.
Nobody wants to work.
That's right. Nobody
What the
wants to
hell?
work. This is my suggestion. Dylan can go get a... Oh, by the way, he told me the job that he had before he came back here to work, he made more money in 1 year paying taxes than he made here all the time he's ever worked here.
Why isn't he working there?
Exactly! Did I tell you I was buying him breakfast every day and lunch and all this? That's what it led into. It's over, dude. No more fucking freebies. We'll see you later. Norm.
Take it easy.
You don't have an opinion on this.
No, I don't.
Why?
I don't have an opinion.
What, you act like you're in the middle, like you're going to get in trouble or something.
No, I'm not
By
in
saying the
trouble.
wrong thing. What's
No.
going on, Norm?
No, I'm not.
You got to agree with me that the fucking foot has to be set down. If you don't have the tools, don't come to work.
I agree with that. I'm just not privy to everything, Pete. I don't know what went on.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
And yes, you do know,
And if
because you've seen them in action, Norm.
And if everything you said is absolutely 100% true, then you're 100% right.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Thank you. So I'll be working here by myself from now on, and there won't be any other employees here. All there'll be is guys that come and go, like our buddy Norm, and we'll have a little clown act that way. It's over. It's a done deal. Nobody's coming back here to fucking work unless you are a professional and actually have tools to earn your fucking money. So here we are back on the Junkyard project. We're calling this our Junkyard Resurrection is what we're calling it. And right now what I'm doing is I literally cut the core support off of the parts car. The parts car that we went and bought at the junkyard. Paid a pretty good penny for it, but then on the other hand, if you really think about it, we didn't really pay that much for it because you're definitely not going to find all this shit brand new that we need off of it. So I went ahead and removed the whole core support approximately 12 to 16 inches back. You can see that right there because on this side, we're going to have to replace some of that inner fender well. We might be able to use my frame machine to straighten it out, but if we need to, we got it. And it's all there for usage. But right now what I'm doing, I'm removing this section over here on the car, and then we're going to go ahead and replace this whole thing as one unit. So just to show you how cheap and inexpensive these cars were made, I only had to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spot welds to remove the left side of this core support. Yeah. Not that fucking, I'm sorry, we didn't replace this yet. We gotta remove this. This is part of the core support. We gotta take that out too. And there you go, just like that. That's the lower part of the core support. And then we took the upper part off. So this side is clear. This side is a done fucking deal. And now we got to go over to the other side and do the same fucking thing. Once we get that done, then we get the other core support over here. Measure, slice, dice, cut, and rock and roll as we install the core support onto this car. Our buddy Walter just showed up. Let's see what he has to say about it. What's going on? So, you know I had my nephew working here, right, Dylan?
Right.
Well, he turned out to be a dead slug in the water again, 5 times, dude. He ain't coming back. You hear what I'm saying? He's not coming back, all right? He decided other things in his life were more important than actually working, bud. What are you thinking about the old Vega? 1976, huh? We just started taking the core support off over here. We got to get that side off. And I don't know if you can see this, being the body guy that you are. You see where it's all wrinkled? And I'm thinking I can take my frame machine and stretch that back out. What are you thinking?
Yeah, you can weld a plate on the bottom.
You think maybe I can pull that out with my frame machine, Walter? Doing the job I need to do.
You might have to build
Huh?
something here.
What do you think about this guy restoring a 1976 Vega, bud? That's the real question. Huh? Everybody that's seen this car except the owner hates the car, dude. Why do you think that is? Huh? You don't have no comments today, Walter?
I don't know.
All right, so what's going on with you? What are you working on? Working on your 1956 Ford Chevy truck or what? Huh? What you got going on it? You don't want to talk today, Walter. What's up?
You got a camera in my face.
Well, you had cameras over here before. What the hell? All right, we went ahead and took the section that we cut off the parts car. I put it up on this table. What I'm doing now is I'm going to go ahead and cut all the spot welds out like you're pretty much witnessing right here. And then we'll take this whole core support out in one section. So I went ahead and removed this side of the core support, and this is what we ran into right here. This is a situation that says we got to replace more than just the core support itself. You can see where the bumper supposedly bolts onto this thing, but look at that plate. Look at that fucking plate that the bumper bolts to. And that's basically what I'm doing right now, is removing all the spot welds from this one right here to get that plate out of there, because I need that plate definitely 100% for sure. So I went ahead and cut all the spot welds off. I got a couple little slag welds right there. I don't know what the fuck you call those. Keep in mind that this car was basically the first throwaway car ever invented. So you could say General Motors designed the throwaway car of the future. Very cheap, very inexpensive, cheaply put together, made from very cheap, inexpensive sheet metal. The motors were cheap. Everything was basically cheap on these cars. Is it worth restoring? In my fucking opinion, I can't say, because everybody has their own liking. As long as the guy that's restoring the car loves the car, you know, more power to him. This is his dream situation, and that's what he loves. I like Volkswagens. So, you know, everybody has their own situation. Fucking big situation, but you know what, my friend Pete ain't a quitter, and I definitely ain't a square hat, and I'm definitely not somebody that thinks he knows everything in the whole fucking world and can just jump from job to job to job, because when I say I'm gonna do something, I fucking do it. Okay, you think I want to restore this car? I really don't, but on the other hand, I think it's a pretty good task to take on. I think it's a challenge, because how many of these cars do you actually see restored like this? You know, let's think about that fucking angle instead of getting on the computer and leaving comments that says Vegas suck. You know, they might suck. They might suck, but the situation is, have you ever seen anybody restore one? I never have. So this is a first for me, and I'm kind of excited to do it. To be honest with you, I really fucking am. You know, really, to be honest with you, we shouldn't be jabberwhacking this guy and cutting him down. If you really think about it, this is actually an icon of history in the automobile world. Go back in your history lessons and learn about the Chevy Vega and see where it took the automobile world. Maybe this guy ought to be commemorated and thanked for actually restoring the Vega to show everybody else in the world that this was the first creation of the throwaway car. This was it right here, the Vega. So, you know, maybe we're looking at this the wrong way, and instead of laughing and gagging at the guy and making fun of him because he's restoring a Vega, we ought to look at it in the aspect that this is history in the making, because it's going to be restored to an authentic, 100% all original, brand new 1976 Vega. You know, let's look at it that way instead of saying, oh my God, it's a Vega. Ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. your employer up and demand what you want when you don't even have a pot to fucking piss in.